Do you hear that? I think the tea is ready. You're listening to Pop of Tea. Hello, everyone. You're listening to Pop of Tea podcast. What's up?
I don't know. You tell me.
No. You got your eyebrows done?
Yeah. Hair done, brows done.
It's just new month, new you.
Things girls do.
Guys
don't even know what the hell. I mean, I'm sure no one really is listening to this. That's
a male.
I don't think we have the male audience right now, but
you know what? I'll put myself on blast for a second about this conversation.
Yeah.
So I used to be embarrassed by this, but I'm not embarrassed anymore. I feel like I used to hide the fact that I had laser hair removal.
Oh my God.
But because I was so I felt like that was embarrassing.
Yeah. If it was in high school, was it earlier?
No, I officially started getting it done. I think it was my freshman year of college. And then I was done getting it by the second year of college. But I don't know why I was so embarrassed by it.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you're a girl who's blonde and has super light hair, you don't understand the struggle that girls with dark hair have.
No.
Like, you don't get it.
I don't really have dark hair.
I mean, so dark brown, but mine's like black practically.
Yeah.
So.
But now I feel like no one gives a shit about like laser hair removal. It's like,
it's
like totally normal.
Yeah. So I had it done a couple years ago.
Nice.
On my face.
Yep.
So you know what, girls do a lot to look
we do
nice,
so
okay?
much. Like literally eyelashes. I've had it once, but I didn't pay for it. But like that's maintenance. I literally got a needles on my eyebrows to make them look darker.
Yeah. I've always wanted to try eyelash extensions, but it's not something that I want to keep up with.
Yeah,
you know?
it's way more upkeep than brows.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But that was your little beauty lesson.
Yeah.
For the day. I'm trying to think if anything else happened this week, really.
Well, I have one thing that we didn't say last time that I wanted to say. R.I.P. to Danielle's date stories. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. But we got the one story about Candle, which is just infamous. You know, it's really gonna go down in history as.
There's no updates on that, by the way.
No,
I haven't seen anything. But yeah, I guess I didn't really say anything because I didn't want to jinx it.
Yeah.
But I think the cat's out of the bag now. I'm off the market. I don't really know what to say. I don't know how much is too much to say, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
but he's very sweet and nice and yeah, he's great. So we'll see where it goes.
Doesn't own a dog.
Thank God. Thank God.
So
I will say this about his apartment. Well, I guess you could call it, in my eyes, it's more of like a townhouse. Because it's like, it's in Manayunk. And I guess it would be considered a row home type situation.
Yeah, that's
so they
house.
have like 3 floors.
Yeah.
Clean enough for a guy's place. And when I walked into his room, it was like big and it was clean. Like, thank God.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, I was like screaming from the gods. Like, thank God.
You had to go through a couple
duds to get
Yes.
the right one. So
we're going to have to find something else to talk about in our intros. That's funny.
I know. Well, I'm sorry, guys, to let you down.
Yeah.
But
we could talk about past dates.
I do have. Okay, I won't get into it this time, I guess. I don't have to. But before the guy I'm with now, there was someone that I went on one date with. And the date was probably the most awkward
I know which one you're talking about.
I've ever been on.
Yeah.
Wanted to die as soon as I got there. So that's for another time.
Okay.
But yeah, so everything's going well.
Yay.
It's good. Oh, also I watched Holiday.
Yes.
So good.
Everyone needs to watch it. It's so good.
In fact, I liked it so much I told Chris that we're gonna watch it this weekend.
Yeah.
I was like, you have, because I think he would laugh at it.
Yeah.
I think
Nate laughed at it.
Yeah.
He liked
it's good. I thought it was gonna be a Christmas movie, but it's really not.
It is, but
it's not.
There's way more holidays than just Christmas.
Yeah. So it's on Netflix. So you should watch it, people.
What's her name? Emma
Roberts.
Mm-hmm. I think the guy is so hot.
Oh, he's so
cute. I was just like, oh my God. And then Nate was like, oh, like Emma is like pretty hot too. And I was like, yeah, but like I can see that, sure, but like I think the guy's
he was
way hotter.
Yeah.
Like,
she's pregnant in real life now.
oh.
So there you go.
Okay, cool. But yeah, great movie.
Speaking of Netflix, we can probably just say this now. We were going to say it later, but Emily in Paris is renewed for season 2.
You mean Emily in Paris?
Paris. So I have a screenshot of the Netflix thing. So Netflix tweeted this yesterday 11/11? I think so. So Netflix tweeted, friendly reminder, Emily in Paris is supposed to be pronounced with a French accent. So Emily and Paris rhyme. So it should be Emily and Paris. But everyone, we're from Netflix. America. Like we're going to say Paris.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try to be something like Emily in Paris. Like,
no, that does not roll off the tongue for someone who's never been to Paris.
Yeah.
I'm just not that culture.
Yeah. We're not like trying to be something we're not. Like, I'm just not going to say Emily in Paris.
No, because if I was saying like, oh, I went to Paris, I would say Paris. I would say, I'm going to Paris.
Like, no, I'm going to Paris. Like,
I'd be like, okay.
Because you can't have like you can't really say it without the roll of the R, like Paris.
Paris. Yeah, no.
Like,
still haven't watched it. Unsure if I'm going to.
Wait.
I haven't watched it. What?
Wait, I thought you watched it. That's why.
No. But.
Wait.
I really haven't.
I think I'm getting you. I know that my friend Molly and I think Alana watched it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might still. Don't count me out yet.
It's my mind is blown.
I did. I turned it on and I watched maybe like half of the first episode.
It's just such an easy show to watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. See,
yeah. I just like heard some hate about it, just how it wasn't funny and good, and I was like, I don't feel like.
I thought it was funny for what it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a 30-minute show.
I mean, I'm sure I would like it. I've watched a million other shows just like it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right. Well.
Yeah. I mean, I just started a freaking show on Hulu about a teacher who hooks up with a student.
Oh.
It's actually really interesting.
Okay. Well, nice storyline.
And it's technically, it is illegal because the guy is like 17.
Yeah, illegal.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I'm not going to get into that, but like he was totally like more into it than she was in the beginning. Which doesn't make it any better, but I can see whatever. Well,
I hope that you enjoy it.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's really like kind of corny though.
As long as it captures your attention.
It did.
All that matters.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of our topics are about TV today.
Yeah, mostly all of them.
Excuse me. Had a little frog in my throat. Anyway.
Sorry, I should have just kept talking, but I'm like, I just paused and like let the silence.
Okay. One thing I do want to say also before we move on, it has nothing to do with what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
My big Shannon from my sorority, she texted me yesterday and she just listened to our past episode.
Mm-hmm.
And she said the Moss thing was so funny when we were like Dale Moss. Like, yeah, we were a little tipsy, but
yeah, I just kind of forgot about that part.
But we did go on for that for a long time. We're like moss, like the green shit.
Moss,
Mexicana.
Oh, should we just start with the Bachelorette
at
that point? Because now I just want to talk about Dale Moss.
And
Claire Moss.
And Claire Crawley Moss.
Well, yeah.
No, I know.
Ew.
So where do we even... Ew, crawly moss. That sounds like a disease.
I'm crawling on mossy grass.
Oh my god. All right.
Well,
so should we start with them or with Tayshia? Like I
guess we could.
There's so much.
Follow the episode.
Okay.
Because it started with
That's
Tayshia.
Right. Yeah. Let's do that. Okay. What are your thoughts?
It's good. I mean, yeah. I definitely was excited for Tayshia. The guys. I'm seeing guys that I never even knew
existed.
Yeah, like Brendan has had a lot of airtime with her, and I'm like, wait, who is he? And also, I'm not on the Brendan train like everyone else is.
Really?
I'm not. No, I don't see it.
So
he's nice.
He's nice. He's not like the cutest of the bunch, but you know what? His accent, I don't know where he's from, but
yeah, what is his accent? Because she said something about it, and I'm like, he has an accent, and then I kind of did hear it.
He talks. I'm trying to think.
Yes, it's like I know what you're. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't know where it's from. It's kind of subtle, but
Yeah.
But I think this is kind of the point of the whole thing is like Clare was so set on one person. We only met Dale. We didn't even know this Brendan guy existed, and he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
So we weren't even exposed to like
I know
all these great qualities that he had. We would have never known who Brendan was.
Like, thank God he made it.
Yeah.
Which I forget who went home already, like the guys before.
Oh yeah, at this point.
But
she didn't have a rose ceremony for weeks at this point. Like, we didn't see anyone go home since like Tyler C. At the like
right.
You know
I'm
what I
trying
mean?
to think
Yosef.
what he even, oh my God. I forget what Tyler C looks like, but yeah, I don't know. Like Tayshia, I guess she's really into Brendan, and looking back on it, she dated this guy named John Paul Jones from Bachelor in Paradise. Such a weird guy. Like, so I think her taste in men is a little like different.
Well, she liked he was wearing the turtleneck.
Yes.
But so what they have in common is they were both married and divorced
at a young age.
Yeah. So I guess he has that going for him with her, but
yeah, totally.
Based on the previews of like the weeks to come, I feel like she's kissing everyone. And
that's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what's supposed to happen.
Because, like, can you really feel that strongly about every single person? I guess.
You can. But the thing is, when the guys are, like, so into her, I think they need to chill a little bit. Because I forget his name, Easy. She had, like, a little sit down with Easy when she gave him the group date rose.
She gave him some sort of rose.
She gave him, I think it was a group date or something. And he was like, I could see you being my wife. And when you walked in, I just had this, I'm like, bro, like, you got to stop with that. Like, it's too much. Because I think she was like, oh, yeah, okay. Like,
I agree.
All right.
And then and you know who else we didn't really get to know when Claire was there, but we do now? Zach C. She really likes Zach.
Yes.
And I got to be honest, he's not that cute either, but he seems so nice, which is really all that should matter.
Is he the one?
He has a face kind of long, like.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't think he's cute.
No, he's not. He's not cute. But I think that they get along very well. But again, someone else that Claire just like passed by. We didn't even get a chance to get to know him. So, maybe this is a good thing that Tayshia's here and we're getting to see, more of the contestants.
Yeah.
Did you find a pick?
I don't know. I need like a group pick because. But who's the other guy that Ben? I like so Ben. Cute. I like Ben a lot.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah. I think he gets a little further than some guys.
And we got to see Ivan come out of his shell a little bit.
He's so I think he's gonna get hurt.
I think so too. I think he's a little naive.
Yeah. I don't see him getting very far.
But can we also now talk about how they had a limo come up with 4 new guys? Thank God it's only 4.
Yeah.
Because I remember I Snapchatted you and I'm like, I'm just getting to know these guys' names. And now they're adding more people.
I know.
Unbelievable.
Yep. But how do we feel about Spencer?
Get out of here, dude.
Oh yeah, we don't agree on this.
He's cute, but I think he's like he's a prick.
I agree. His personality sucks a little bit, but she did give him the first impression rose.
Which, of course.
Based on looks. She said it. Yeah. She's like, you're
he's
just
hot.
so
I mean,
attractive.
he is hot.
Yeah, he is hot.
But she doesn't see how he interacts with the guys, So,
yeah.
So, to her defense, she didn't know that he walked in like all high and mighty and shit. Like, bro, take a seat. We've been here.
Yeah.
I didn't think adding new guys was fair to the other men. I felt like Chris Harrison, obviously it's not just Chris Harrison. There's producers and there's a whole team, but I'm just going to go with Chris at this point.
Yeah.
I feel like he didn't let the guys in on a lot of stuff.
No.
As far as hiding the whole Clare and Dale thing and how she quit the show and how they were going to have a date. Like, they hid so much from those guys. Then they bring in a new Bachelorette. Yeah,
they had a rough couple.
And then you're not going to tell them that there's new guys coming? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a little weird. But at the same time, I can see why Tayshia would want kind of like that like limo fresh entrance experience, because you're not like, that's a big part of being Bachelorette. You get all the guys that come out of limo and get to do the first line on you or whatever. So I can see that. Yeah. So the guys that came out of that limo, we've got Noah. I have them up because I was trying to
stash.
Yeah, which like he looks cute in this picture.
Oh.
He has more facial hair than just the mustache, but yeah, and he's in a lot of the previews. they make it seem like he gets very far, and like her dad is saying like, are you sure you want to do this kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
They're making it seem like it's about him. But he's 25 from Long Beach, California. Like, I don't know. He kind of seems...
I don't think that's going to be her husband.
Little sketchy for me. And then we've got Peter. He's 32 from Massachusetts.
Speaking of, he just made headlines yesterday for getting... So he was in a car accident after he tested positive for coronavirus. And people are like, Peter, that has no correlation. You're blaming your car accident on coronavirus. But okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah. And like, we don't even know him at all at this point.
No,
like,
we don't.
So that was kind of random.
He's a real estate agent and a travel enthusiast. Wow.
Oh.
Okay. And then we've got Montel. He's 30 from
We don't know much
Boston.
about him either.
No idea. And then Spencer's 30 from San Diego. I didn't like how he said he was a big surf guy. I didn't like that. Or he said big beach guy, I think.
Yeah, bro.
Didn't like that.
Gonna go shred some waves, bro.
Let's see. I don't know. I thought he was cute, but he did kind of walk in, and the guys were like, he was the first one to walk in, and the guys were like, how many are there? And he was like, you'll see. Guess you're gonna have to find out. Like, okay. Really? You can't just be like, oh, there's only 4 of us. Like, relax.
Yeah, he thinks he's so great. Well, we'll see how far you really make it, Spencer.
It'll be interesting because historically, people who've gotten the first impression rose, have made it. That's who the girl's chosen. Yeah.
So then, all right. So by this point, we're 30 minutes into the episode, and Chris Harrison comes on and says, basically, we're gonna catch up with Clare and Dale to see if they're still together.
Everyone's like, we don't give a shit.
Yeah. So, I mean, they are together.
They're together, yeah. But there are some like weird rumors going around.
About what?
About how they might not have been together the whole time, and that he was like getting, like, he's been seen on like very not intimate looking dates with other people, but kind of like one-on-ones with other women.
Well, I gotta tell you, I wouldn't blame him.
Yeah, like
he was forced into this.
Yeah, I mean, from that interview, the dude looked terrified. The
whole time she wouldn't let him get a word in edgewise.
No.
And when Chris said, "What's next for you guys?" You know exactly what I'm gonna say. I know
exactly.
When he says, "What's next?" Dale starts to say something.
Babies.
And yet Claire jumps in and said babies, and he tries to say marriage or something.
He's like, well, all right, like, let's
and she said, whatever. I'm like, oh, please, girl.
It's so
like,
cringe.
You're just only hurting yourself at this point. Like,
yeah, like this breakup is going to be rough because I really don't think they're going to make it that long. Like,
I just wish she would take a chill pill. Well, she said, I'm obsessed with him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we know.
Hey, guess what? That's what happens when you're in a honeymoon stage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's what happens when you only know someone for 4 weeks, Claire.
Yeah.
It's called the honeymoon stage, and yeah, you are obsessed with someone, and you're going to be like, oh my God, I didn't even like know what we'd fight about. And then guess what?
She's going to be devastated when they have their first fight.
You don't even know him. You don't even know him.
Her whole speech in that whole tell-all thing was, he's there for me. He shows up for me. He shows up. He shows up when I was pacing around the pool today with really bad anxiety. He showed up. I'm like, well, what is he supposed to do? Just, I don't like, where was he? He was probably in the kitchen, saw you were out there and whatever. Like,
Dale, he really got himself into a hole. He can't get out of it. No. He's stuck. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Like, recently it looks like Claire was in his hometown. She met his sister, his other sister that's in a home situation I saw on his story. I don't know. So they're definitely together.
Yeah.
I don't know if they live together.
I saw somewhere that he was looking. Wait, so where is she from again? Is she from California? Because I saw somewhere that he either has a place in New York or is looking at a place in New York.
She's not from New York. I know that.
So
I don't know where she lives. I don't know.
I forget. I didn't read the article because I was doing something else, but
whatever. We can. Any last thoughts on Clare and Dale? Because honestly, we should just move on from them. Because
that's that.
I don't think they're gonna make it. And
what else? One more thing about the Bachelorette, though. In general, Jason left.
Yeah.
First of all, what is wrong with him?
He said that he was in love with Claire.
Yeah.
He literally said that he was falling in love with her. I'm like,
but how?
What?
Like, that soon? And you did was go on a date and you talked about your demons.
You went, which they weren't really demons. Like,
I don't understand him. His eyes, whenever he talks, I'm like, he's either high or
but
he's got something else going on.
Did you think, and I think my sister said this too, or somebody, that he, like, when he was saying goodbye to Tayshia, I actually thought he was hotter in that moment. I was like, oh, he actually is kind of cute.
He can be. His voice makes him not cute.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I can't think of his voice.
It's like, I'm falling in love with Claire. Like, I mean, I'm not doing a good job at it, but.
Yeah, but he really was in his feels. Like, and then Tayshia was weirdly upset, but like she didn't know him. I
felt like that was blown out of proportion, and it was her way of saying, well, who else is gonna still feel feelings for Claire?
This is what I feared. Like, all right, that's literally the only other guy you have to worry about. He said there's like 19 other men in there that are here for you. Who else? I'm trying to think.
Blake was being a crybaby.
Oh yeah,
crybaby Blake. I used to really like him, and now
I
he's
don't
just
like him
annoying
anymore.
me. Yeah, like, get a life.
Yeah, I'm kind of over it.
The most random, besides Brendan, which now he's not random,
right?
The guy Ed. That
who is Ed?
He has the black hair, and in the previews, you know the guy Kenny with the tats?
Yes, the boy band manager.
Yeah. He was getting in a fight with this guy, or maybe Chasen was getting in a fight with this.
It's Chasen.
Chasen was getting in a fight with this Ed guy.
I think Chasen. Yeah, I saw that.
Ed. So my friend Molly, I think it was her, maybe it was you, texted me that this Ed guy looks like Jimmy Neutron, and he does. The hair looks like Jimmy Neutron.
I'm looking it up real quick because I forget what he.
As soon as you see him, you're gonna know.
Oh my!
Random as hell.
Complete meathead.
Yes.
Nothing going on there. So in his brain.
Yeah, like he needs to be deleted off the.
I don't really know how he's made it so far.
Me either.
I really don't. Like, when he talks, he's just like, yeah, like.
Yeah, like as if his opinion even matters. Sorry, bro. We don't even know who you are. So goodbye.
Wow, I totally forgot about him. Yeah. So who do you think will be in like the top 3?
At this point, Brendan, Zach, and Ben or Spencer. That's who I'm going with.
I agree.
Based on the previews and things like that.
Brendan definitely.
I think Zach. And it looks like her and Ben get together, and if she continues on with the Spencer thing and he doesn't show his true colors, then I think she's going to fall for him. But
man, Claire would have loved Spencer because he like... When Tayshia first walked in after the new guys came out, and she was like, all right, let's get the night started. Spencer, well, first of all, 4 guys lunged at Tayshia. Yes. I was like, wow, Claire didn't get this kind of treatment.
No.
And then Spencer was like, can I take you? Whatever. He got it. He got it first, and everyone was like, are you kidding me?
I'd have been pissed too, but I guess he...
You know what? They're not there to make friends. And
That's true.
So I don't really care. I don't really care that he's hated. I like him.
All right, well.
I'm Team Spencer.
Okay, and I'm Team No Spencer, so I guess we're going to have to fight it out here. Time will tell.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it for Bachelorette? I think so.
Good. I can't really think of anything.
We'll be back next week with more.
Yeah.
All right, from one reality show to another. Dancing with the Stars.
Could you call that a reality show?
Yeah, like a competition show.
Yeah.
There's only 2 weeks left. Did you realize that?
No.
Yeah. So there's 6. So maybe
6
next
couples.
week they eliminate 2 and they have 4 in the final? I don't know. They didn't announce how they were going to
How did they do it in the past? Because you don't know either. I'll ask Nate.
Yeah.
You would know.
Oh, no. So AJ, Mclean, and Cheryl. God, that keeps happening to me.
Drink some more wine.
Yeah, really. They got sent home. It was kind of a shock. I thought.
Kind of, yeah. Out of everyone, I mean, he didn't do that well.
No, but I feel like he was more likable than
Sky.
Yeah, like Nelly. Everyone is like Nelly should have gone home, and
Nelly was announced first, wasn't he?
To be safe.
Yeah,
he might have been.
I thought he was because I was like, what? Even though I know it's not in any particular order.
I just think people like his personality and I feel like I've fallen under the same trap. Is he a great dancer? No. And it is technically a dancing competition, but
it's also a popularity contest.
Yeah. And I just feel like there's so many people that are like, Nelly, I didn't think he would be so sweet and so like humble, that they're like,
yeah,
I like him. I don't know. I think, I mean, yeah, he's not the best dancer, but he kind of makes me smile and laugh whenever he does dance.
Yeah.
But yeah, Johnny Weir was in the bottom 2 with AJ again.
People don't like him.
But he got a perfect score this week. Like, isn't that weird?
Yeah, it is weird. He's a good dancer.
Yeah, and he's a likable guy. I just like other people better. So, I don't know.
We'll see. Yeah, next week will be interesting.
Caitlin Bristow got her first perfect score.
So good.
After all that drama with Carrie Ann and Artem and all of that
It was
stuff.
almost like Carrie Ann like heard everything and everyone talking about it and was like, all right, I have to like kind of redeem myself so this is not a story. And then she was like, I know it's been a rough couple of weeks. I'm like, is that because of you or why?
And then they gave her a hug after she
they
gave them
ran
a 10.
up to Carrie Ann.
So there definitely was drama there. And really quick, I was telling Sydney before this. So Artem is the pro dancer of the couple, and he is engaged and has a baby with Nikki Bella. And if you don't know the Bella twins, they were like, are they still wrestlers? Yeah, pro wrestlers.
I mean, not if she's pregnant.
No, true. Nikki Bella was with John Cena for a long time.
Yes.
But now she's with Artem, which is kind of random. But anyway, they were on a show called Daily Pop this morning. Today's Thursday, which is on E. And they were saying, her and her sister Brie were saying how they were telling Artem how their team Carrie Ann and how she was just critiquing them on their dancing and how they shouldn't be offended. I'm like, damn.
Weird.
Okay.
I mean, that's odd.
It's just interesting to hear that side of it.
Yeah.
But
like Artem's own fiance
is saying like grow up basically.
Yeah, like I actually thought he was single for some reason. I guess I haven't done much research on
their baby is so
the pro
cute.
dancers. Really?
Like he was just born in August, I think, or July.
Oh.
Yeah, he's really cute. But yeah, so that was that. And then the other thing about Dancing with the Stars is the whole divorce between Chrishell Stause and her partner Gleb. There was like some rumors circulating, I feel like throughout the whole season that they were like romantically involved.
I don't know. I think from what I've heard is that Gleb always gets paired with an attractive young female who's single usually. So they're kind of like, oh, like they look cute together. But then people are always like, Gleb's married with kids. Like, no, they don't look cute together. So I don't know, because I didn't know he was married. I had no idea.
I don't know anything about these pro dancers. Truthfully.
I knew Chrishell, and I knew since she's just been going through a divorce with Justin Hartley, I'm like, hey, get at it. He's cute. Yeah. And then I learned that he was married, and I'm like, oh, that sucks. And now, guess who
is divorced?
Guess who's getting a divorce?
Gleb is getting a divorce. And I did screenshot, now that we're talking about this, he said a few things. So
yeah, he did come out with a statement.
You know what? This is the wife that I screenshotted.
Oh, okay.
The wife said, after 14 years of marriage, 14 years, and multiple affairs, I've decided enough is enough. Gleb and I created a family and multiple businesses together, but apparently it wasn't enough. And then she goes on to say, no wife should ever stand by and watch while another woman gifts her husband expensive presents, lures him out to dinners, and seduces him at every turn.
I think that's about Chrishell.
Do you think?
I think so. Because why is she just saying now enough is enough? I think that was the last straw. And who has he been with the past couple of months or whatever?
And then Chrishell and Gleb said, like, nothing's happening. And Chrishell said, you know, I just went through a very public divorce. I would never want the same for him, like, whatever. I just don't know.
That one dance where she was in the bottom two, maybe like 2 weeks ago.
They were getting a little sexual.
It was so steamy. I was like, they look like too close. I mean, you got to be close for dancing. I get it.
Yes.
But it was on a higher level than like Neve and Jenna. Which
there's no like sexual tension there at all.
No.
Yeah. Like there's only a certain amount of chemistry that you can fake.
Yes.
So
I think we're going to find out.
We will.
But
who would have thought Dancing with the Stars drama?
Right? There's been a lot of drama.
There has been.
So I don't know.
All right. Well, speaking of drama, that's just the theme, I guess.
Well, we are talking. This is the whole point of the podcast.
That's very true.
Tea.
The tea. You know who's spilling the tea? Larsa Pippen.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just going to give a quick background on this. If you don't know who Larsa Pippen is, She's married to Scott Pippen, who was big in the NBA. I've never heard of him.
Me neither.
So how big could he be? But apparently he was big in the NBA.
Follow up in the NBA, but yeah.
Yeah. So they were married for like 20 plus years. They're divorced now. They have 3 kids, yada, yada, yada. Speaking of her, though, she was on an episode of Selling Sunset, Larsa.
Was she?
Yeah. They were either trying to sell her a house or something.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yep.
I just remember that.
Yeah.
And Larsa was very, very close friends with the Kardashians for years. I think like over 10 years.
Yeah.
So Larsa was on a podcast called Hollywood Raw. And I did listen to the episode, not all of it. I just listened to the parts where she was talking about the Kardashians. So they've been best friends for years. Recently, they unfollowed her on Instagram, Kourtney, Khloe, and Kim. So it was like, why did they unfollow Larsa? Kim's reasoning was she wanted to declutter her Instagram and whatever. But do you unfollow a best friend?
No.
If you're no, exactly.
No.
So Larsa on Hollywood Raw podcast was just saying Kanye is really one of the big reasons to blame why her and Kim are not friends anymore, saying he didn't trust her. And Larsa, surprisingly...
Which, like, why would he not trust her? Or, like, what happened?
She said nothing really happened. She
like,
said he's kind of brainwashed all of them to believing. She said, you know what? And maybe this was just a front that she put on, but she was like, if I'm not good for your family and your relationship, then that's fine. Like, whatever. But she said nothing really happened.
Yeah.
So, weird.
It's very weird. Kanye brainwashing someone? Can't
no.
believe it.
Never, Kanye. But what I cared about even more was she talks about Tristan Thompson, who is now back with Khloe. They have a kid together, blah, blah, blah. We talked about it a million times. So she said years ago, the Kardashians didn't even know Tristan existed. She brought Tristan as her date. They were a thing to a party that Kim had. And that's where they all met him. A couple weeks later, not even a couple weeks later, very shortly after, him and Khloe were a thing together.
That's so weird.
How bizarre is that?
Yeah.
So she's clean. And again, why wouldn't we believe it? I don't know. Obviously, the Kardashians are not going to say this out loud. But yeah, that blew my mind. I'm like, Larsa and Tristan, and then he ends up with Khloe. This is weird. Like, this is just too close for comfort. Too weird. So interesting. And tonight is the season finale of Keeping Up.
Really? Already?
I know. So there's only one more freaking season.
Wow. I feel like that was so short.
It was very short.
Like 8 episodes.
But in the previews, Tristan is kind of giving Khloe an ultimatum as to whether or not, like, she wants to be with him. I'm like, bitch, you don't get to give her an ultimatum.
Right.
You're the one who publicly humiliated her.
And cheated on her.
Yeah.
With a family friend. Wait, so this is clearly, like, not current, up to date, right?
The episodes? Right now, they're like in the start of Corona, so like March, April.
So like, but I feel like we know the outcome.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
like,
I guess
they're together. Or they're trying not to be whatever.
Right, like she's not putting him all over social, like a little bit, but
sprinkling in.
Yeah. And then one more thing from the podcast was, so the Kardashians reacted to it, not like publicly, but a source says that they just think like they can't trust her, and if she's going to go out and say all these things publicly, like they just don't like that she did that. Of course they don't, you know?
Well,
like,
yeah, I mean, they probably don't want stuff getting out.
Right.
If it's true. I don't know if it's true or not.
So,
but it is weird that they were such good friends and then they all unfollowed her.
Yeah, it was weird. So I was watching a rerun yesterday of their show, and it was from like 2017, and like Larsa and her kids were in the episode. Like they used to, like they were really good friends. So it's just so
really
weird. Yeah.
Really weird.
Yeah. So
I
that's
blame Kanye too.
Oh, for sure. All right. This won't take long. Chelsea Houska DeBoer from Teen Mom 2.
DeBoer.
She's leaving after 10 years. And let me tell you.
It's wild.
I love Teen Mom 2.
Yeah, I do too.
Can't get enough of it.
I don't keep up with it like you do.
Oh, every week I'm on that shit.
I was definitely like an OG watcher.
Like Teen Mom OG or Teen Mom 2?
Oh.
Or like...
I was like a Teen Mom... All of the Teen Mom.
Okay.
Like Teen Mom 2, Teen Mom OG.
Gotcha.
Well, Teen Mom
OG is now Teen Mom. Which, let me tell you something. I stopped watching Teen Mom OG. I don't keep... The only Teen Mom 16 and Pregnant franchise I follow is Teen Mom 2.
Okay.
The OG girls for me just got to be too much.
Is Leah on too? Caitlyn?
Leah, Kale, Chelsea, Brianna, Jade.
Jade and Brianna. I don't know who they are.
So it used to be Janelle.
Yep. Okay.
She got kicked off.
Loved her.
Brianna. Yeah, right. Brianna comes on, and then they added Jade.
Okay.
Jade was from a 16 and pregnant, whatever.
I think I remember.
But the mains used to be Chelsea, Kale, Leah, and Janelle.
Leah's crazy. She's still on?
She's not crazy anymore. She used
to be.
Yeah, but so Chelsea posted a thing, and there was rumors like they recorded the reunion episode and she announced it then, but she never came out like publicly and said it. So she just says like after almost 11 years they're deciding to move on. Their next chapter is focusing on their brand and whatever. They have like a house, like a
It's a clothing.
She does a lot with clothing, and then they just came out with a brand for like home decor and things like that. But online, again, who knows if it's true, people were saying she's deciding to quit because she doesn't want Aubrey going through puberty like on TV and things like that, which is
fair.
Yeah.
Like Aubrey's like 10
or 11 at this point.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
I remember when she was born.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, I like Chelsea. Her storyline at this point is boring.
Right.
There's not much.
It's healthy.
I know,
right?
which is
like
so sad. Well, yeah. I mean, their relationship with Adam and his family is not super healthy.
Yeah.
But I listened to a podcast called Teen Mom Trash Talk, and they like talk about the episodes each week, and they say whatever people are thinking that people just wouldn't say, and it's just fantastic. So I'm interested to see what they have to say about this announcement.
Yeah.
But yeah, so bye Chelsea. I'll miss you because you were an original, you know?
Yeah.
So good luck.
Wow. Is Macy?
She's on OG.
OG. Okay.
So that's like Caitlyn and Tyler. Amber.
I liked that season. I did.
I liked them, but like I don't know. Amber would get on my nerves with how crazy she is. Caitlyn and Tyler are boring to me. Like Macy at this point was boring.
Macy is boring. Yeah.
Like,
but she had like Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting him and Adam confused. They're very similar.
They're like interchangeable.
They both had like drug addictions, I think, and absent father kind of stuff. So
yeah.
But Macy, her first son, Bentley is like, I feel like he's like 13
at this point. They
he's
are
old.
Mm-hmm.
Like what the fuck?
I mean, people are like, Teen Mom too. You watch that? It's like, yeah. I like it.
It's good.
It's good.
Yeah. I just haven't followed up with it, but I used to watch it all the time.
My favorite is Kale. I love Kale.
Yeah. And she's kind of local.
She's in Delaware. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I've seen, I feel like someone I know like knows her.
Are you kidding me?
Or maybe you told me
die.
This, or someone. Like
someone we used to work with. Throwback. Oh, what was her name? The one that didn't make it.
Yes.
She went to school with Kale. Because Kale went to school for what we went to school for.
That's exactly what I'm thinking of.
Yep.
Because she told us one day, I was like, what?
Yeah. Like Kale comes to Philly all the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's awesome.
I mean, I don't agree with all her decisions, but it's not my life. So what do I care? Her kids are so good.
Whatever.
And they seem like they're taken care of. Is she with
anybody?
Not right now.
Okay.
No. But whoops. Just like ran into the mic. All right, anyway. Britney. So let me pull up the screenshots.
Yeah, you got all the screenshots.
Throughout the week, if I see stuff, I try to.
Yeah, I did do that for a little bit, and then this week I just didn't.
It's all good. So in our first episode, we talked about Britney Spears and her conservatorship. You should just, if you care, listen to that.
It's a good background information.
So after like a long time, we hadn't heard any updates on her conservatorship. But this past Tuesday, Britney's attorney spoke on her behalf at a court hearing and said, Britney has informed me that she is afraid of her father. And this only matters because she has said she's not going to perform as long as her father is. Well, let me just get the exact.
Yeah.
She said she will not perform as long as her father is in charge of her career. So really the only people that lose in this situation are the fans.
Yeah.
So her father needs to take a hike.
He needs to go.
I just think that's major. She says, I'm not going to perform as long as my father is in charge of me.
Yeah,
like, I guess she has to take a stand at some point, you know?
Yeah, I'm glad she is.
Yeah.
She's still been posting, you know,
weird
stuff on Instagram. But yeah, her dad needs to freaking go.
Yeah, if this is what she wants, I feel like she's grown enough that she can say this.
She's almost 40. Like,
yeah. Bye, Jamie.
Jamie Spears. Whatever.
And not to be confused with Jamie Lynn.
I know. Kind of confusing.
Yeah, definitely. But all right, so she's afraid of her father. That's that. I guess, should we wrap it up with our opinion on Ariana?
Positions?
Yeah, because we forgot last week.
Yeah, I know. Guess why I forgot?
Why?
I don't like it.
Oh my God.
Sorry. Not sorry.
I gotta say, at first I wasn't vibing, but the more I listen, the more I like. But every single song, though, is so sexual.
Yes.
And the lyric, like, and that's fine. I'm not hating on that, but it's like every single song.
34, the 69 song. I don't actually know the math. I forget.
34, 35, I think it is.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I forget the tune of the song though.
The lyrics are ridiculous. Like, it actually was on the radio the other day, and I was like, okay, so you're gonna like there were no curse words, but the song is about sex.
Yeah.
And about literally having sex, but it's safe for the radio because there's no swear words. I was like, this is weird.
A little raunchy for the radio.
Like, she's literally like, do me all night. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
That's not the tune at all, but
no, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
When I first listened to it, I was a little disappointed.
Yeah.
Because her last 2 albums were so good.
Yeah.
Sweetener was banging and Thank You Next was banging. So then when I heard this, it's a totally different vibe. And I get it. Artists evolve and they change. But I mean, it's growing on me. I like it now. Maybe I'll love it later.
Yeah. But I gave it one listen through and I was like, Positions was the best song. And I don't think I'm going to revisit. Like, I love Positions, but the other songs, I'm just like, it's just, they all sound the same. But all right, I got some lyrics on 34.
Oh, God.
I mean, she does. Okay, well, she goes, I've been drinking coffee. I've been eating healthy. You know, I keep it squeaky, saving all my energy. And then she's like, so what you doing tonight? Better say doing you right, watching movies, but we ain't seeing a thing tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. Like,
no, I know a lot of her lyrics and all of her. Yeah.
Which I'm not, dissing her in any way. I got the neighbors feeling earthquake. 12.5 when I make the bed shake. Put it down, hit it, even though it's lightweight.
Oh my God. Like, Ariana, that's...
Yeah, I mean...
that's great if that's...
She's having sex. She's got a boyfriend. Like, great. I'm happy for her. But, yeah, just not what I was expecting from her album.
Me either. I think all of her albums are pretty good. The only one that I didn't really vibe with was Dangerous Woman. Like, I just didn't.
I like that song.
I just never really, like, got into that album. Like, her early albums I was super into, and then the last 2 I'm obsessed with, but...
Yeah. I'm not like an Ariana Grande stan.
Oh,
I'm really not.
I love her. That's why I wanted to give it more of a shot, and I did, and it's growing on me.
Okay.
But
fair.
Yeah, Sweetener, I love every song on that album.
Is that with Breathing? Just
No Tears Left to Cry, God Is a Woman.
Okay, those are great songs.
So my favorite, well, maybe it's not my favorite song on the album, but so that was her Pete Davidson era where she was super in love. Mac Miller had not passed away yet. Like,
life was good.
But she was at her peak, whatever. Not peak, but you know. And she has a song on that album called Pete Davidson, and I love.
You love it?
That. Yes, and it's so short. It's like maybe a minute 30.
I can't even think of
it's like a little like interlude type thing.
Right.
I love the
Maybe
beat
I'll
of it.
listen to it on the way home. I can't think of it.
Oh God, no, I can't. Wait.
I don't know if I've ever heard it, to be honest.
She never says Pete Davidson in it, but the song is about him.
Okay.
And it's so good. But I'm like, of course now she has a song called Pete Davidson on one of her albums, and they're not.
Well, she also like had a tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he covered his up.
Yeah.
Something else. But
anywho. I just learned that I'm very much a song person, a singles, not an album.
I used to be more single, and now I try to give albums a chance.
Good. But I feel like in my personal experience, I've like really liked a single from someone. I go to their album and I hate it.
It's good.
No, I just like the single, and I'm like, I'm just gonna.
You know who I feel like really got me into albums was Taylor Swift. Like when 1989 came out, and then like Reputation, like those were some of the first albums that I really listened to, like all the way through. And then ever since, I've just kind of been that way.
Jonas Brothers.
Like Happiness Begins. I listened to that
the whole album,
thing.
start to finish. I love everything. Yeah. So.
Exactly.
That and Machine Gun Kelly. I feel like those are my recent albums that I love.
Machine Gun Kelly. So my favorite song right now is All I Know by him. I am
That's
obsessed
like not
with
my favorite song from the album
to work out to. I love that song.
I can work out to Forget Me Too.
Oh, I work out to that too.
And Body Bag.
I don't know. See, I'm
that's
more of a single person.
Album. Okay, yeah. But that one's very like upbeat and like punky.
I'll have to listen. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I tried to give him more of a try, and I did end up with some ones that I liked.
All right, great. When he goes on tour, I'm going.
All right. Which will probably be in like 20.
I don't know when the hell that's going to be, but
yeah,
I need to go.
All right. Well, I think that's everything, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, everyone have a good weekend.
Have a blessed weekend.
Prayers up.
Oh, well, at this time last week, we didn't know who our president was going to be.
That's true.
And now we know.
We do know who the president-elect is going to be.
So that's that.
If I don't even know what I was going to say, honestly.
I don't know either, but
so we're finding things out.
Yeah, I feel a little better this week, just mentally.
Sleeping better at night, are you?
Like I'm just watching less news. Because last week was like just
like constantly eyes glued. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, and that's not fun. Like the last election, I actually worked at a news station.
Oh, yeah. I was at Temple and we did election coverage. Yeah.
It sucked.
Yeah.
It was awful.
There were some long nights.
It was worse than, just watching the news every day. So.
Because you were like immersed in it.
Yeah. So I'm glad I'm not doing that anymore.
All right, everyone. Well,
but on that note,
have a good week. And
deuces.
Bye. Oh, follow us and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like us, subscribe, whatever. Okay.
Comment, please.
Bye.
See ya.